There are two questions that are interrelevant, so I will merge them. One is from Gupta Govardhan, another from China, from Lakshmirani Didi. So Lakshmirani asks, how can we never forget to serve Krishna? And question from Gupta Govardhan is, we hear that service to the Lord should be incessant. Why is it so important?
But the first Lakshmi Rani said, how to not forget Krishna or service to...
How can we never forget to serve Krishna?
Oh, yeah. Well, what comes to mind immediately, in line and thematically with what we just expressed, is by understanding that service to Krishna's devotee is service to Krishna. That we should always remember. There's a very beautiful verse. It says, the second half says, Tasmai deyam tato grajam sa pujo cha yata hyaham. Sorry. Cha yata. Krishna is saying, whatever applies to me applies to my devotee. So, and in the Bhagavatam, mad bhakta puja abhyadika, the worship of the devotee takes precedence of the over the worship of Krishna. When Parvati asked Shiva, of all the types of worship, which is the best? He said, Aradhananam sarvesham, Vishnu aradhanam param. Worship of Vishnu or Krishna is the best. And she felt a little despondent in her heart, because she's saying, well, I'm serving you. But the second half of the verse comes, Tasmat Devi, what is it? Vishnu aradhanam param. Tasmat parataram Devi tadiyanam samarchanam. But higher than that, better than that, is the worship of who is dear to Krishna. That means the devotee. So really, proper service to Krishna is to serve his devotees, and through them, our service to Krishna is transacted. We don't try to serve Krishna directly. And what was the second part?
We heard that service to the Lord should be
incessant.
Why it is so important?
Well, there's a general idea and something very specific. So, to stay vital, we want that the connection be constant. Right? It's a current. It's like a current, like we have electrical current. Right? If it's disconnected for a short time, then if it's connected even for a short time, we're in darkness. So we want to be always on, right? We always want to maintain that connection. Service has been compared to a current. Without that current, it's a shell of the substantial thing. So we want it to be constant. Then there's a constant source of illumination, right? And revealing of substance. But what I like to say is that sometimes Guru Maharaj, he would say, 24 hours service is only possible in Madhura Rasa. Now we're going to a higher consideration. Because we went, well, wait, what are you saying? Yashoda's not serving 24 hours a day? No, now we're qualifying the statement. So what Guru Maharaj is saying in a very delightful way, he said, well, Yashoda, she wants Krishna, she's his mother and has motherly sentiments. He's herding the cows and it's very labor intensive. She wants him to get a good night's sleep. because tomorrow more cow herding. He said, while Radharani and Braja Gopis, they want to meet Krishna at night, in the dead of night, in the depths of the Vrindavan forest. So he'd sometimes say, like with a little smile, like, so Vatsalya Rasa and Madhura Rasa, they're antagonistic towards one another. She wants him to get a good night's sleep. They want him to like sneak out of his house and rendezvous with them in the forest. So Guru Maharaj would say, 24 hours seva is only possible in Madhura Rasa because they're serving Krishna all night. And there's also a very beautiful verse in the Bhagavad Gita. It says, Mahatmanas tumam parta devim prakritim asrita bhajan tvananya manaso gyatva bhutadim avyayam. And I remember many years ago, after I started hearing from Guru Maharaj and coming under the influence of his conception, I was looking at this in the Bhagavad Gita. And it's generally Mahatmas, it would be written like the great souls, or Devi Prakriti, or sheltered under the superior. They're always incessantly glorifying, Krishna, something like that, worshiping Krishna. I know. But then I thought, in Guru Maharaj's line of thinking, his ontological method, and I thought, well, what if we get more specific and say Mahatmas, great soul, but like of great souls, who are the greatest souls of great souls? It must mean Brajagopis. And it says, Devim Prakriti Masrita, the Devi Prakriti who are completely sheltered there, that must mean Brajagopis. And then Guru Maharaj, Bhajan Twananya, that means Bhajan, Ananya, it's unbroken, it's incessant, it's 24 hours. So we could say that this sloka is saying that Mahatmanastamam Partha, Devim Prakriti Masri, Bhajan, that the Braja Gopis under the direction of Radharani, the Devi Prakriti, they're 24 hours engaged in incessant worship of Krishna, which includes those evening pastimes. So there's different ways of looking at it, but incessant is good. Satatam kirtiyanto mam yattantastra dridhavrita namasyantasya bhukta nitya yukta upasate. Saying always, they're eternally glorifying Krishna, non-stop. Remember Naimishe Nimisha Kshetre? Why is it called Nimisha, Naimisharanya? Vishnu, who's not blinking, like who's awake eternally. So there's the real devotees, they can't live for a moment without that connection. Na prema gandasti dharapi meharo kundrami sobhagya baram prakashitam. Mahaprabhu was saying, what's the proof I don't have any love for Krishna? That without Krishna, I go on showing my face in the world, going about my daily activities in separation from Krishna. He's saying, but really, if you've really connected with Krishna, you won't be able to tolerate being separated from him for a moment. A moment's separation will result in death. And what's the proof I don't have any real love for Krishna? I'm alive. And where's Krishna? No Krishna to be found. So that will be the angle of vision of the higher devotees. And we're their aspiring servitors. So under their direction, incessant, non-stop Krishna participation is possible.